sleep.
Oh,
Yeah.
we good. Oh, sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. We're having some technical difficulties. We live now. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of your favorite YouTube channel and podcast. Keep that same energy from your host, Justin P. And from the man, the myth, the legend, my co-host, your co-host, the villain or the vigilante, however you prefer. My guy, Mr. Maurice Savage Jr. This is episode 253 for the YouTube channel version, and for the audio version, season 6, episode 22. The links are right there below in the description for those who want to, listen to the audio version. If you can't watch it live, you're working out, if you're hanging out, you're not by your phone, you can always go back and watch the replay of the live or listen to the audio version like when you're taking that nice drive home. Me and Maurice came up with some pretty good topics as usual. Last week I had my alter ego on, Mr. Jan and Jump, the twin brother of Shannon Sharp. You know what I'm saying? You might see him come back out, the Thunder get their shit together, which we'll talk about in a few topics. Maurice will conduct the show. So, without further ado, here's the man, the myth, the legend, my co-host, your co-host, the villain or the vigilante, Mr. Maurice Savage Jr. Yay, yay!
What's good, people? What's good, family? It feels good to be back, man. Another great episode with Big Bro, man. And as I always say, man, we've been doing it for a long time. Keep going strong. Can't stop, won't stop. But as always, man, when it comes to this, man, we're going to hit you with some opinions, man, because I believe what I'm thinking about counts, and I believe what he think about counts as well. And, of course, we're going to hit you with some emotions because when it comes to this shit, I know he's emotional about the NBA Finals. I know I'm emotional about the Giants. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter unless we hit you with the facts.
That's a fact, Jack. So, Maurice, go ahead, take it away, man.
All right, so I feel like we always explore every single thing that it needs to be explored when it comes to sports. So I felt like I should come up with a topic that I've seen on every sports show. So when we come up with our own rankings or our own people, topic number 1: give me your top 10 players in the NBA that you wish won a championship. And I'm only talking about guys who are done. You feel me? Because I did want to add a couple guys who I thought, like, I believe James Harden not going to get one. I believe there are certain guys in the league who just not going to get it. But however, I want to give credit to the guys who we watch growing and who definitely deserve it. So go ahead, give me your 10.
Okay. This is a good one, too. Number 1, Carmelo Anthony, man. My twin brother, everybody always called me him. Definitely, man. He always played his heart out. Got close a few times, just fell short. Got to the Eastern Conference Finals a few times. The Knicks watched the conference a few times, but with Denver, just fell short. And then got on the Lakers. They fell a little short too. So Carmelo Anthony definitely. He's not retired yet officially, so I'm gonna see him to the end of last. Number 2, I'm gonna go with Steve Nash, man. Steve Nash, 2-time MVP. I definitely would love to see him. Got one of those Suns teams. Was always good, but just fell short. Same when he went to Dallas and all that stuff like that. He's in Dallas. So Steve Nash, man, is number 2. Number 3, another guy that everybody said I look like Sir Charles. Charles Barkley. Undersized, power forward, man, was killing. He won MVP, man. If Michael Jordan, would have decided to play baseball a little sooner, Charles probably got at least one. So that's 3 right there. Number 4, I'm gonna go Patrick Ewing, man. They got close. They got close a couple times. The lockout year, and then they went to play Spurs, and they took a tough ass Rocket team to 7. So my man Patrick, that's 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
Number 5, John Stockton, man. This leader. Them Utah Jazz teams were tough, man. Like I said, Mike would have still had baseball. They would have had probably 2, him and Karl Malone. So at 6, I'm gonna go with Tracy McGrady. Man, T-Mac, man, like I said, he's always gonna beat up. Never really got past the first round, but that was one of my guys, man. Number 7, Dad to AI. His only finals appearance, he was just going to get some juggernaut. The Lakers team, he got the one game good, with a little help. But yeah, definitely AI. 8, Vince Carter, man. 20-something years. Championship, man. That hurts, man. Like I said, he never even got to the finals. You got to the Eastern Conference. I think one year we was playing with the Magic, but that's
Yeah.
bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely Vince Carter. Number 9, Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose. Yeah, like I said, he got to the Eastern Conference final one time with the Bulls when they had them good old Bulls team. Then Thibodeau ran him to the ground. So after that, man, it was curtains. Oh my God. Number 10. Number 10. Number 10. Number 10. Let's see. Hmm. Hmm. I'm gonna go to Maurice Stoudemire.
Okay.
Yeah, man,
Okay.
he's always a beast, man. Like I said, they fell short a couple times in Phoenix and in New York, but he always was, on a team that had a shot, but he just always fell short. So that's my 10. Probably gonna be a little different from yours. That's what makes the show great.
Okay. All right. So number one on my list, I'm going Sturmouth Swift.
Stromouse, Swift, Stromouse.
Stromouth. I'm going Stromouth Swift.
Said it last week. I let you ride. I ain't want to stop the
Yeah.
flow.
Yeah. Don't worry.
Stromouse.
I'm going Strom. I'm going Sturmouth Swift.
Yeah.
I'm going Big Country
Yeah.
from the Vancouver Grizzlies.
Yeah. Brian Reeves. Yeah.
Brian Reeves.
Yeah. He was giving Shaq buckets. Yeah. He was tough.
I'm going Sean Bradley.
Okay. Big 7'6".
It's like, let me stop playing. I'm naming these.
I mean, hey, you ain't say nobody. You ain't say all gotta be legends.
No, but I was just waiting for you to be like, all right, Maurice, with a real. I was waiting.
I mean, I was just gonna be like that. If you don't waste your list on that, then I wasn't gonna stop you.
All right, but here go my real list. I definitely got Steve Nash on there, 2-time MVP. It's amazing to see that he damn near set the foundation for Dallas and the Suns, and the Suns went to the NBA Finals, and Dallas went to the NBA Finals and got one. Next up, I'm not gonna lie. This is when I was young in the game, learning about basketball. The two teams I used to always play with on NBA Jam was the Bulls, and I would play with Patrick Ewing and them Knicks. I ain't gonna lie. John Starks was on that team as well, and I ain't gonna lie. Patrick Ewing, he blew it a couple times. They showed it. They showed Patrick Ewing missing a layup at the buzzer, where I think that they would have won that game. If they would have won that game, they would have beat the Pacers and went to the NBA Finals. But they messed that up, and I think that was his last time really having a real shot. As a matter of fact, I take that back. He did have a real shot. Remember when Spreewell and all them? But he was old by then, so that was it. Karl Malone, I'm not gonna lie, Karl Malone was that boy. He was the first guy who I ever seen, besides Charles Barkley. You feel me? They the only two I was seeing hitting the mid-range jumpers at the power forward position. I mean, they could drive on you, they could dunk on you, but if they was always open, they was knocking it down. It was different. After Karl Malone, I got to go Reggie Miller. I'm not gonna lie. Reggie Miller means a lot to me when it comes to the game of basketball. Because at first when I didn't really know how to dribble, the way I would get open is just run around all day, like Reggie Miller would. So I gotta give him credit. He did have a chance to win the NBA championship, but of course, the Pacers they came short against the new Lakers and shit. So I got Reggie Miller right there. After Reggie, I got to go with another team that fell short to the Los Angeles Lakers. I got to go to the Philadelphia 76ers. I mean, Allen Iverson was that man. Literally, they was talking about which way would the league go after Michael Jordan retired. And, I mean, we talking about faces of the NBA. Kobe Bryant, Shaq, and Iverson took it over immediately. I think they were the headline. And I got to add Vince Carter, too. They were the headline guys during that time for us right after MJ left. And then, of course, Tracy McGrady started doing his thing. Tim Duncan, and just to name a few, start doing their thing. So I said Iverson, I said Malone, Patrick Ewing, Steve Nash, Reggie Miller. Next up, I just mentioned him a few seconds ago. I gotta go Vince Carter. Vince Carter had a chance. It was like this. Vince Carter had a couple chances. I mean, of course, when he led the team, when he was playing for what's his name, when he was playing for the Raptors, he definitely had a chance when he teamed up with what's his name, Jason Kidd. I ain't gonna lie. I think his best stats ever when he was on the Nets with him and J Kidd. I mean, he was going bananas out there. Even could have had an MVP season. Then of course, he had his chances with Orlando, but I think his final chance was I think he joined Dallas a little bit too late. I think he had joined Dallas I think the year after Dallas won the championship, and I mean it was already gone by then. Next up, Tracy McGrady, his cousin. I'm not gonna lie, Tracy McGrady, I love it. To me, growing up as a fan, to see how good Kobe was, I had Kobe pictures all over my wall. But to see that I knew that Tracy McGrady was a challenge, and then here later on in life in interviews, Kobe admitted, like he said, "Yo, Tony Allen was the best guy to ever play defense on me." He said, but the pure overall challenge was Tracy McGrady. He could do the same things that I could do. He was just a better passer. You feel me? So that almost gave me that he could have been better, but we already know Kobe Bryant, that hunger. Tracy McGrady was getting injured a lot. Next up, of course, I got Carmelo Anthony on there. I'm not going to lie. I remember losing money and almost getting emotional when Carmelo Anthony, when they got that team with Chauncey Billups, the first year they got Chauncey in them, they went all the way to the conference finals. Or Western Conference Finals, and I was like, "Oh my God, they're gonna win it." And then I was like, "All right, well, the next year they're gonna get it." They had a legit team. We talking about off the what was his name? I think it was his name Aaron Carter. They had him off the bench. I want to make sure.
You talking about Aaron the Fly though? You know yeah.
Yeah,
Tyler,
they had those guys off the bench. J.R. Smith, the Birdman.
Yeah, Big Nene, J.R. Smith. Yeah.
Nene, Kenyon Martin. You feel me? Chauncey. They had it was sad to see Iverson go. You feel me? But it wouldn't need to happen, and they went far, and then of course you already know Melo left, then went over there to the Knicks, kept running into the goddamn Pacers and losing.
Miami Heat too.
Yeah, Miami Heat too. Next up, I gotta go Charles Barkley. He said it. I ain't gonna lie, it almost gets me emotional when I watched the interview when Charles Barkley talked about it. He said, I'm not gonna lie. When I scored that 48 or 45 plus points that he scored, he said, I literally gave it all my might. He said Michael Jordan was just better. I gotta give him hella credit. He did every like you said, he did everything in his body he could to force it to a game 7. I feel me, but he couldn't. So I gotta give him credit. And then last but not least, I'm not gonna lie, Chris Paul. I'm not.
I was going to say him, but he's not officially retired. That's why.
But I already know. He on the Spurs. It's done. It's done. The best thing that can happen, which I doubt going to happen, if he gets signed to one of these young teams that's hot, like your OKC Thunder, like the Pacers, and he probably get on as a veteran and don't play at all. But other than that, CP3 still wants to play. He's going to finish his career out with the Spurs. You feel me? But come on, those Hornets teams was before, because everybody talk about that Clippers shit. Clippers shit was nice. But people forget how good them Hornets was.
They went to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, you see them. People forget about him and David West, Tyson Chandler before he went to the Mavericks. Like people forget about that shit. J.R. Smith was on that team. People forget about that shit. Why he was making those guys good. And then of course you already know. I ain't gonna lie. I thought the Clippers was at least going to not win it, but I at least thought the Clippers was going to go to the NBA Finals one time. They were playing a solid type of defense. They were playing a good up and down the court fast break shit. They had shooters. They had guys wanting to play together. And as far as I know, all I heard was the team was just joking around too much, playing around. But as far as like on the basketball court, they was doing their business out there, dunking on people, getting highlights. It looked like a fun team to play with. Doing that little, I want to say what that was doing our 20s. That team right there probably was the most exciting teams for that little 5-year, 6-year period of time doing that thing. And so it was sad to see they didn't even go to the NBA Finals. That's what I definitely got to say in there. And that's number 10 for me.
Yeah, Lob City. Oh, you forgot a topic too, the Super Bowls. You want to do that now or?
No. I just did one. I ain't go to 2 yet.
Oh, I must have had them wrong in order. I had the Super Bowls ahead of that, but okay, cool.
Oh shit, my bad. Matter of fact, you're absolutely right. Bro. So let's go and get into that. Give me your top 10 NFL players you wish got a Super Bowl ring.
Yeah, Dan Marino was one. This is going to be a lot easier. Man,
he said a lot.
Yeah, because like I said, he's the only person that beat the 85 Bears, and they won the field. And he did in the air where you can basically assault receivers at the line of scrimmage. Right? You know what I'm saying? You can basically kill the quarterback. He still looked at them for 5,000 yards and stuff like that. So Dan Marino. I'm going to go Julio Jones since he just retired. Oh, my God.
I like it.
They blew a golden opportunity. No, he got one. He was on our rookie.
Who?
No, I was going to say somebody, but he got one. I just had to remember. He got one. Shit. Oh, Mark Ingram. Mark Ingram. Yeah, man. He got kind of close with us and the Saints. But now he's officially retired that for Mark Ingram. So that's 3. Terrell Owens, man. T.O. Everybody knows one of my favorite receivers, man. He was just he played in the Super Bowl, played his heart out, man. But like I said, McNabb had too much chunky monkey suit, and couldn't keep up. Keep up. So 4. So number 5, we're gonna go Randy Moss. He played in the Super Bowl as well. The Niners.
He went to 3 Super Bowls too.
I think. Yep, with the Patriots, Niners, and I think he only played in 2.
No, what didn't he go twice with the Patriots?
Just once.
Oh, all right, just once. All right, and then the other time was all right. Okay.
So he played better in the Super Bowl versus with the Niners than with the Patriots. It was a 17-0, 16-0, whatever it was. But yeah, definitely Randy Moss, number 6, Donovan McNabb for sure. I got love for him. That he would have definitely been a Hall of Fame by now if he had that ring. And then my guy Michael Vick got to the NFC Championship.
Okay.
But high Eagles team fell short. So we got 7, number 8. Tony Gonzalez.
That's a good one.
Yeah, Tony Gonzalez, man, one of the best tight ends ever do it, man. You know what I mean? Look at his numbers wise, it blows a lot of people into water. He don't got the jewelry. So it's number 8, number 9. We go Dez Bryant. Receivers. Like I said, we always played on this bad Cowboys team. There's still a few good ones. Got to the Ravens and moved to the league. So that's 9. Number 10. Champ Bailey.
Hold on, did he get one?
Nah, they lost. One he was on. He wasn't on that 2015 team. They lost.
Okay, all right.
2013 team he was on, they lost. Remember?
He was.
He ain't get on there. John, I always say he should have kept him. Man. If nothing else, let him just be a player coach. He should have kept him around at least so he could just get that. He says one of his bigger reps.
But yeah, you said that was the 2015 season, right?
He won it. Yeah, he said he should have just let Champ be like a player coach and let him play some safety and stuff. So he still got that ring. Yeah, that's it. It's my turn right now.
All right. Let me see something. Damn. I'd have been crushed. All right. So everybody on my list, they mean something to me. So please bear with me while I be sentimental. Number 1, Calvin Johnson. It sucks that he couldn't play for anybody else. It sucks that you gave, how many years he played? About 10, 11?
You say Calvin Johnson?
Yeah.
No, I forgot about it. See, I forgot Michael Johnson. I'm glad. That's why we got different lists. It makes good.
Yeah, but I know he played about 10 years. And the thing that I'm talking about, he didn't even get a chance to be, I want to say, him the next level. I think, you feel me, in those 10 years of you being a great wide receiver, you can do your thing. But I think it's those little end years where you probably sneak in and get a championship or probably have one of your greatest games of all time and shit like that. And it would suck that he just stayed right there with the Lions. Number 2.
Piggyback off that real fast for you.
Go ahead.
Him and Barry had to go up the same way because the Lions is holding guys hostage, man. Sad. Yeah, they both of them could have played easy another 5+ years, but they didn't want to suffer no more, so they had to retire early. Just crazy. But go
ahead. And this one right here, I'm not gonna lie. He's still in my top 10 running backs. I think he probably in my top 5. I had to do a list when we do it over, but by far, it hurts me that Tiki Barber didn't get a ring with us. I mean, just think of. All
right, next year.
The very next year. I mean, and to be real, besides Saquon Barkley, there hasn't been a running back that has reached Tiki Barber's numbers since Tiki Barber. Nobody's been close. Tiki Barber, for real, if people really if he didn't open his mouth and say too much, you look at his stats, he one of the greatest running backs of all time. Was like that.
Sure.
You feel me? But it go under the radar. Catch out the backfield, can run out the backfield, the whole everything. But it hurts me the most that he was talking shit about my boy Eli, and you already know I love Eli. And then the way how he was talking, I like Tiki Barber more than Eli at the time because Tiki Barber been on the longest, and then he's saying all that shit, and then Eli win it. 2 of them. Next up, this gets emotional.
Did he beat the greatest quarterback of all time twice too at that?
Exactly. I mean, the way to shut Tiki Barber up, but I wish Tiki Barber would have been on one of those teams. Now, when you watch the Giants' little shows, I know you ain't gonna watch one, but Tiki Barber be praising the shit out of the Giants. Now he want to be. It's funny, but next up, this one gets me emotional too. Donovan McNabb. Oh my God, you know how many? All the tries, all them. What? How many? What? About 5 NFC championships?
In a row, consecutively.
So you said 5, right?
They finally got over the hump, and then boom.
And then on top of that, right? I mean, I'm not trying. I mean, I gotta call it what it is. I have to blame Donovan McNabb for the loss because McNabb, this was your stats. I remember like it was yesterday. You do 3 touchdowns and do 3 interceptions, and your team lost by 7. That's exactly what. It ain't no debate. It ain't no debate.
Remember they lost by 3.
Oh, they lost by 3. It ain't no debate.
The first 3, they won every last Super Bowl by 3 points. I remember.
Yeah. And I heard Skip Bayless saying this little whack shit about T.O., which you a hater talking about. They was forcing the ball. Every time McNabb threw an interception, it was never thrown to Terrell Owens. Everybody know. Every time, I think Terrell Owens had like 9 catches for like 100 or something. And every time he caught
a broken fucking leg.
Yeah, and every time he caught the ball, he was making moves. It wasn't even close to the ball getting intercepted. So that's that. Next up, I just brought him up. Terrell Owens. I mean, Terrell Owens. He had his shot. I mean, it kind of gets me where I can't say he had a shot with the 49ers because the 49ers was doing their new change with Jeff Garcia and all that, and he was being more cocky. But that shit with the Eagles, you should have had it. And oh my God, I at least thought the Cowboys was going to go to the Super Bowl when it was him and Romo. I swear, yo. I thought he was going to have one. I watched the Cowboys form. I watched the Cowboys go from Vinny Testaverde and Drew Bledsoe having Keyshawn Johnson as the number 1 to now you got Drew Bledsoe and T.O. to now you got Romo, T.O. and all these guys, Jason Witten, Marion Barber and all these guys, Julius Jones. I'm thinking that you're at least going to go to 1. And the defense has some players over there. You feel me? So I thought she was at least going to go to 1. This one, Roy Williams was good. So I at least thought she was going to go to 1. Can't gotta give a shout out to Terrence Newsom. He one of the favorite guys I seen wear 41. I swear that.
Right, he was strapped for a long time.
Yeah, but T.O., you had your shots. Next up, Randy Moss. I'm not gonna lie. I was happy that he. Matter of fact, I gotta tell the truth. I was happy that he lost both. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it real. When the Ravens played the 49ers, I was going with the Ravens. They ain't need no debate. And when he was playing us, I'm not gonna lie. I thought at least he scored a touchdown in the Super Bowl. But I thought that he was going to do his thing, burn our asses up. But I mean, it felt good. I'd never forget watching that Super Bowl. I was working at Pizza Hut out Hunt Valley or Cotkinsville, one of them. And I just remember we watching the game, and I'm,
that Foot Locker. I had won like 300 hours.
Yeah, I remember watching the game, and they like, yo, our defense was really shutting Randy Moss down. I mean, I'm even saying in my head at that time, yo, he's not better than Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice would have been screwing us up and doing this. Yo, shout out to our defense. That's all I got to say, man. Collective effort out there. Next up, of course, man, I ain't going to lie. My grandfather used to say Dan Marino was the best quarterback of all time. I swear. He used to be. My grandfather loved Dan Marino so bad that my grandfather's a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. He would always say Dan Marino better than all of Pittsburgh. He never. Terry Bradshaw got the championships. I want Dan Marino. Ben Roethlisberger. If Dan Marino had what Ben Roethlisberger had, he would have more. I'm like, what the?
Oh man, come on now.
You on my grandfather's side too?
Come on, man. He had no running game. He had 2 receivers. That's it. No defense. Just had 2 5'9" receivers. That's it.
You're right. So yeah, my grandfather. Shout out to my grandpa Rob. He always picked Dan Marino over everybody, literally. He said, "Look, let Dan Marino would have really."
Era when you couldn't touch him, man. What?
He said, "Let Dan Marino would have went to the Steelers." He was like, "Yo, we probably would have been the greatest team of all time." And I ain't gonna lie, he ain't lying. He ain't far fetched because the Steelers had.
I'm Pittsburgh too. He played at Pittsburgh University, so
that's why he said it.
Man.
Next up, this one right here, like I said, everything I'm about to say is emotional. It means something to me. Bruce Smith. Oh my God, Bruce Smith.
Oh, I forgot to put one of them Bills players. Oh.
Yeah, Bruce Smith. Oh my, and then you went to 3 of them. What you 4 of them?
My cousin Dre. He get PTSD every time he talk about that shit.
Oh my goodness, 4 straight, and then I mean, and then I ain't gonna lie, I gotta add this to his career. You go from being on a dynasty type team, championship caliber, because you went to four Super Bowls in a row, and then you end your career with the Washington Commanders. Oh my, and they didn't even have a shot. The Commanders didn't even have a shot by the time you was just there to get them career sacks and to bring butts in the seats. That's all I can say. Next up, um, if it's not Calvin Johnson or Terrell Owens, this is just me in my opinion. Chris Carter is my favorite wide receiver of all time. Oh my goodness. I mean, hands is nasty. I literally learned how to catch because of Chris Carter. Them little fancy catches or going to the sideline, diving and all that. I literally did. I liked the Chris Carter. That was me. Back in the day, I was a Chris Carter guy. I'm not gonna lie. And I still give a shout out to Randy Moss for doing his thing. But nah, I'm passing the ball to Chris. He was getting open. I mean, it was like this. He was doing the same things as Randy doing. Randy's just looked much better because he was bigger, faster, and a little bit more flashy because of the moves that he had. But if go look at some Chris Carter catches, I guarantee you it's up there.
Against the Dolphins. Whoosh.
Exactly. I guarantee you it's up there with some of your favorite wide receivers of all time. You won't be disappointed. Next up, of course, if we got to go sad one more time, Detroit Lions. I don't even know why you didn't give Barry a fair shot. He did everything for you. Went for 2,000 yards, got you to the champ. I mean, got you. I think did the Lions ever go to the championship? Not the Super Bowl, but the I think they went to the NFC Championship one time, and it was I think it was like Barry Sanders' last chance to win a championship, and I forgot who they lost to. I just want to be clear on that. But it was one year when Scott Mitchell was playing real good. They had Herman Moore. It was one season that they played real good, and they beat the unexpected in the playoffs and all that shit. But anyway, Barry Sanders, and then last but not least, where this definitely get emotional, Brian goddamn Dawkins. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh my goodness, man. I literally learned how to play safety from this guy. I mean, my coach used to tell me, if you want to learn how to play safety, you either watch him or John Lynch. And literally, I mean, not to sound racist, that's why I ain't watching John Lynch because he was white. But Brian Dawkins, I was like, oh yeah,
Oh man, I don't give a shit about that. He was a dog.
yeah. The way he hit Vic, the way he hit LG Crumpler, that shit's still in my head. All right, next up, this is definitely gonna be interesting. Your top 10 NBA MVP snubs. Now you can do both. You could do both because I want to make it interesting. You can do NBA Finals and you can do regular season. It's on you.
I'll do regular season. Keep it with some base to it. Number one, you gotta go Kobe, man. You know, Ash won it. One of them years Kobe should have won it. He having 30-something points.
Yeah, he did.
That was an 8D Wade should have got it. So that's number two. He was averaging 30 plus. LeBron got shafted one year. Forgot what it was. That was he won. He won four, but he definitely should have.
You talking about the one when Derrick Rose won?
Yeah, Trey, I know we got a one. Anyway, yeah. No. I'm just saying it was another year he got robbed too. I think it's for the second year. He got bought. It was one of the years he got robbed. But LeBron had three. I can't get the year. Let's see who else. Who was there? Paul George got shafted one year. I think he's with us in Oklahoma City.
Okay.
29. And then even though he won it this year, he should have got it last year too. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, he definitely should have got it last year. I ain't gonna lie.
There, Joker in 2023 and be well deserved. I feel like
Oh, how the hell? Oh my god, yeah.
Joker's still the best player on the planet. So that's 6. Number 7. It gets a little tricky. I'm trying to mix up the years. Sheesh. I'm trying to think. Oh, my MJ, I think in 97 they gave it to Karl Malone, I think. Yeah, it's definitely should.
96, 97.
I guess it was voter fatigue. Um, let's see. That's 7 right there. 3 more. Interesting.
Who?
I said interesting. 3 more spots. We ain't been too many. Oh,
I can't wait. Wait till you hear my list. It's gonna be diabolical.
that's 7. I 4 for today. Spots.
All right, you ready? All right. Let me get the simple ones and the easy ones out of the way. Number one on my list, when I really got heavily into basketball, well, I actually got really heavy into basketball the year Sean Kemp and them went to the NBA Finals against the Bulls and them. But I'm talking about when I started knowing the sports and knowing who everybody was, it was that 96-97 season where MJ last season in the league, he clearly should have won MVP over Karl Malone. They gave it to Karl Malone, but I think because Karl Malone averaged a little bit, probably like a point more, but the Bulls was way better. The Bulls was way better, and it was freaking Michael Jordan. Next up on my list, in 1989, Charles Barkley averaged 25 points and 11 rebounds a game. Magic Johnson averaged 21 and 6 and got the MVP. Crazy work. That's crazy right there. Next up, everybody know I'm a Celtics fan all day, but they was dead wrong for this. This one year, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar averaged 30 points a game. David Cohen's on our team, he only averaged 20 and got the MVP. I mean, I don't get it. The next one, Willis Reed, he lose the MVP to one of the Wizards greats. I told you, help me with his name, Wes Unseld.
Wes Unseld.
Yeah. He was averaging 26. Yo was only averaging like 15. Crazy work. The next one. Now I don't know how you feel about this, but you may disagree with me. But the year that Kobe won it, I ain't gonna lie, Chris Paul was balling that year. The Hornets had a better record than the Lakers. Kobe Bryant numbers just was a little bit better, but the Hornets was by far the better team overall, and they was better purely because of him. Like he clearly was the most. If he was to go down, the Hornets was done. They not having no number 2. I think that's the only time the Hornets ever probably had the number 2 record. Like literally. Next up, I gotta go when Bill Walton. And first of all, Bill Walton MVP was the most disrespectful MVP win of all time.
Yeah, that's crazy. I ain't want to go back there. I should have picked somebody from the 70s, but I ain't for that.
But don't worry about it. I got you. Let me tell you how Bill Walton MVP was. Bill Walton only averaged 15 points a game. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar averaged 25. George Gervin averaged 30. David Thompson averaged 30. How the fuck Bill Walton win MVP?
That's crazy. Yeah, should have definitely went to the Iceman for sure.
No disrespect to the Celtics one more time. You already know, Bill Russell all day. How the hell Bill Russell win MVP? And we all know Bill Russell never averaged 20, so I don't even need to say how much he averaged. Bill Russell won MVP while Wilt Chamberlain averaged 50 points a game.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And guess who he won it over? Oscar Robertson averaged 30 points, 12 rebounds, and 11 assists. What the fuck was they thinking?
Yeah.
It's called MVP.
Not MVT, most valuable team. Right.
Yeah, because I'm like, right. I ain't gonna lie, I would have whipped somebody's ass if I would average 50 and don't. That's not happening right now. It's no way right now. In the era that we live in right now, there's no way you're gonna average 50 and you're not gonna get MVP. It's crazy. They're not gonna do it to you. They're not gonna do it to you. And the next one, this is just an emotional pick. You feel me? But it's my pick. Isaiah Thomas, 2016, 2017. I ain't gonna lie.
What do you have?
We had like this. We was high. We had the second best record in the East. We was legitimately nice. You feel me? It was just him. Like I mean, I can name the people on that team, but I mean, ain't nobody gonna give him. We had Evan Turner, Gerald Sudley, Big Baby Glenn Davis. We didn't have Rondo no more. We had a growing Jaylen Brown. At that time, Jaylen Brown was only averaging like 7 points a game. He was just more of a defensive guy. Like we ain't had shit. We ain't had nobody. You feel me? But that's my list. That's my list right there. That's my list. All right. So let's go ahead and jump into your stuff where he's gonna get emotional. Let's recap game 1, 2, and 3 of the NBA Finals.
Game 1. Up big, up 15, man. Up 15 into the fourth. Pacers had 25 turnovers. we couldn't capitalize off of them, so they ended up cutting the lead. And they didn't take the lead to the final shot, which was a good shot by Tyrese Halliburton. But before that, he was in the bottom. Door had him in the cage. So they ended up winning that game 111, 110. Game two, we came back, smacked them up, won by 17. Each game, Shea had 30 plus. He was him, Jordan, and somebody else. I think they all had the most points first two games ever in NBA Finals. He was cooking. Tyrese Halliburton, he had like 17, but the Pacers didn't turn the ball over as much, but we shot the ball better. Bench played better. Wiggins had 18 points. Caruso had 20. Dort only had 3, but he played great defense. And then Chet and J-Dub have solid games with 18 and 19 points. Game three, we was leading the first quarter. The second quarter, the fucking Pacers stormed back. The Blisters had a mean ass run, like a 40-24 run. Down 4, we come out third quarter, score 6 straight buckets. Then we got careless with the basketball, stupid turnovers, giving them basically pick sixes, football time, free turnovers for scores. But then we started missing free throws in the 7 free throws that came back to bite us in the butt. Their bench outplayed us severely. And Mark Dang, again, he's getting out coached. That was the one I told you, that was the one advantage I felt like the Pacers had was Rick Carlisle. Been there and done it. And he's out coaching Mark. And Mark, when he changed the lineup for no apparent reason, because they were scared of a little bit of shooting, it kind of changed things. So now, in my opinion, I think he's going to go back to the regular lineup. I know Sam Presti sitting in the office like, look, man, we got here with what we got. Like, we're not going against the Warriors or we're not going against Michael Jordan's Bulls. So roll with you. Like, we beat a tough-ass Denver Nugget team that were champions just previously, but basically the same roster minus 2 players. They beat a tough-ass Minnesota team with the face of the league, so to say. So, like, we should not be down 2-1 right now. We pitched away game 1 yesterday. I'll give them that credit. They won that game. But it should be 2-1 the other way. But, we've been here before with Denver, so that's the good thing that's in our favor. We faced some adversity. The Pacers really haven't had no adversity yet. They've been basically cruising past everybody. None of their series went past 6. We done went a 7-game series already. So that plays into our favor. But we just got to stop shooting ourselves in the foot and get back to the basics.
So before I answer, is there anything you want to add as far as what do you think your team needs to change or do to win?
Okay, for game 4, good question, Maurice. Go back to our double big lineup. Play the bench because Rick is playing everybody. This is the NBA Finals. You have to empty the clip. It's no, oh, damn, I should have. You're going to lose, go out. Like, oh, damn, I did everything I possibly could. I played my bench. And you can rush your hand on it. We'll try again next year. But don't leave no doubt. Play everybody. Like Kendrick Williams and Jalen Williams, them guys been balling for us. Play the bench. Like if you see Isaiah, Joe, and Wiggins cooking, let them roll. And like I said, go back to our Twin Towers lineup because we're giving up too much rebounding. If they hit a few threes, so big, the threes are not guaranteed. Rebounds and defense will win you championships. And that's what we had the advantage of these last, basically everybody in the playoffs because we had 2 Twin Towers down there. Go back to what God said. Like I said, we win game 4, we go back to the crib game 5.
Okay, I like it. First of all, I said from the beginning when you asked this question before the series started, I said I don't know who's going to win, but I know it's going to go to 7 games, and
that's very well looking that way.
Yeah, and that's the reason why I said that is because it's like this. All year, the Thunder have been the best team because I'm going to talk about the games collectively. All year, the Thunder have been the best team. But also all year, the Pacers have been having that Reggie Miller, I will fight in them no matter what. The game is not over until the game is over. Like, I never seen this before. The Pacers literally play to the whistle. They don't play, all right, that's it, we tried our best. That's it, that's the end. I mean, these comebacks are ridiculous. I'm the Knicks, they come back. Right here, they come back. Like that, this is who they are. This is not a play game. I mean, I'm being funny when I say this, but it makes me think they say y'all can go ahead and be about and start winning because all we're gonna do is come back. That makes us play better. Right. Like we can't hold the lead, we can't handle the lead. I mean, and as you said, the first game they didn't have the lead at all until that last shot. You feel me? And then they have clutch players on that team. I got, as I said before, on this team. I mean, about this team. Only Pacer that I ever liked, and no disrespect to Paul George, only Pacer I ever liked was Reggie Miller.
Right.
This dude right here, Tyrese, bona fide Hall of Famer. That boy, I mess with his skills. I mess with his talent. He makes sure everybody getting involved. I mean, it's the way it's supposed to be done. Game 2. Of course, I was expecting y'all to win that one because y'all definitely felt like y'all let that one go. As every body who watched the game, any fan knows, y'all clearly was supposed to have that game. Y'all had them up by a double-digit margin. You let them break it all the way down, come all the way down to the last shot. And then on top of that, y'all could have made the shot that could have ended the game, but y'all missed. And then you feel me, the rebound that happens. So y'all handle y'all business. As you just said, Shea having 30 in all the games. That's Michael Jordan-esque. I mean, literally. It is what it is. I even seen this little highlight thing. I'm gonna show it to you too, where they showed that this dude could be the next Kobe. They showing all his little pump fakes and all of it. They showing like, yo, he literally is imitating Kobe Bryant, but it's going under the radar because he don't have the frame and don't look like Kobe, or they, you know how it is with the new generation. But overall, that boy a beast. I'm not gonna lie. To see the change that he did, he's looking like the best player of all time to come from Kentucky. And you know, I'm huge on John Wall about that. But I never seen John Wall doing this right here. I mean, we talking about the Thunder had the top 3 record in the league, or top 5 for almost like the past 4 years or some shit like that. Like, so you get what I'm saying. So another thing I gotta add too, before I get to the game 3, shout out to the boy Jalen Williams. I'm just being real. Y'all better hold on to him. Y'all better hold, because it looked like he can play for a team by himself. He was fucking shit up last night. Actually, been fucking shit up the whole whistling. But he know how to. He not that. He not that. Don't you know how you got that secondary player who can give you some points here and there? No, he that secondary player with. If you want me to, I can get you 20, 22 every night. Literally. And if you averaging 20, 22 every night, that means you're the star on somebody else's team. You're taking somebody else's team to the playoffs and competing for a championship possibly. So, I mean, I got to give credit where his due. He can hit the jump shot. He played defense. His take game to the basket. I don't even know who better, him or Shea. I watched this dude last night just get to the basket at will. Wasn't it like one point of the game where he scored like 6 straight buckets? I mean, not 6 straight, you know what I mean? 2, 4, 6. He scored 3 straight buckets. I'm like, God damn. Especially the one, it was some like a little Jordan move where he stopped the guy and hit the mid-range. I'm like, oh my, they called time on that today, actually. So I got to give credit out there. But game 3, if it was up to me to say why they lost, the Pacers lost. I mean, excuse me. Y'all lost because of that boy TJ McDonald. He was a pest.
6 steals, no, equal to point. Absolutely. Hey, that's players' day. And Matherin going off too. We let him turn the motherfucking Tracy McGrady.
Who was expecting Benedict to do that? Who was expecting it? Not even me. I mean, that's huge. That's why I said too about before we series started. It's just something about the Pacers where it's always going to be somebody going to step up and somebody going to do up. And I gotta say this one last thing before we get out of here. The Pacers really have confidence in that boy Pascal Siakam. I mean, they literally give him the ball and let him operate. I'm sitting up here like, yo, what? Yo, pay out like that? Like, I mean, literally, but I mean, I got to give credit where it's due. But as I said, I want to see good basketball. I have no dog in the fight. I'm a huge Shea Gilly fan. Y'all just heard how I talk about Jay Williams. Also, shout out to the OKC Thunder. Y'all big 3 definitely stepped up. Everybody had 20 last night. But I want to see good basketball. I have no dog in the fight. I can't wait to see it go all the way to Game 7. All right. Next one. Okay. Not final topic, but give your thoughts and opinion on Rashad Bateman getting that Ravens extension with his contract.
You skip one. Stefon Diggs Boat situation.
Oh, my bad. I take that back. Okay. Stefon Diggs Boat situation. Do you think he will serve a suspension?
If he does, it's going to be like 2 games at the most. That's the most for just conduct detrimental because, like I said, he had the little Zannies, whatever the fuck it was. So yeah, like 2 games, no more than 3. Like I said, he was just having fun. I just so happened.
What team he on the Texans?
Patriots. Yeah, and the Patriots signed him 3 years.
Like, no, I do remember the Patriots signed him, but I'm thinking about this when you telling me this is like, no disrespect to anybody over there, but I don't think Bill Belichick is over there no more. I don't even think the Patriot organization is the Patriots organization anymore. So I think he probably was like, fuck it. I mean, you gotta be real. I mean, not to take anything away from Stefon Diggs, but this is one of them what's the names where they say they selling me for dead. I mean, you was on the Minnesota Vikings, chance of winning the Super Bowl. You went to the Buffalo Bills, high chance of winning a Super Bowl. You get over there with C.J. Stroud, even though it didn't work out. That's still a Super Bowl chance.
C.J. Stroud, Maurice.
Oh, that's C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud. I apologize. I talk like Shannon Shaw for real, but C.J. Stroud. But I mean, you have a chance there, and then now you get sent to the Patriots with an upcoming quarterback with no other wide receivers but you, and no real running game.
Well, he didn't get sent there. He signed there. He was a free agent. He didn't get traded there. He signed. He chose.
Oh, so basically that means he had no other choice. Okay, I mean, my only thing is I'm gonna say is, man, this would really hurt the organization far as like being on the football field if this team was on its way to a Super Bowl. This team was playoff caliber. You are a wide receiver in the prime that everybody's talking about. I think Stefon Diggs being in the top 10, top 15, even top 20 conversation is no more there anymore. I mean, he had it. I think that was his final run was everything he did on the Bills, and ever since then, there's been nothing else after that. But I hope it's.
You're a motherfucking lot, Trey. I'm sorry, Maurice.
I hope that he. What's the names? I hope that he gets a no suspension because it's the season don't start until what August, some shit. But I mean, if you gotta suspend him, do what you gotta do. You gotta learn your lesson. But I mean, he's one of those vets in the league, and stop recording yourself because they're using it against you.
Social media and recording is self-indicting evidence of everybody of a celebrity status. But put them phones away and all that. Tell them I'm gonna have a good time. Have a good time. I get why people like to record stuff because the whole situation with Diddy and all that, but everybody's not on that type of time.
Okay. All right. So next up, you feel me? This is a favorite topic for you. What's your thoughts on Rashad Bateman getting an extension from the Baltimore Ravens?
I liked it, and it's the second one too. And we all, I've been critical on you have too, but we all knew the talent was there. It's the injuries and the missing time, and him and Amon had that chemistry to get a chance to really hit it off because in and out. But once he played up, he basically played all the games last year. Maybe missed one, maybe. But he had a hell of a year, man. Almost had 10 touchdowns, almost had 800 yards. So now I think that's going to go up even more. Just like I said, I think him and Zay gonna be our first 1,000-yard wide receiver combo since Michael Jackson and Derek Alexander.
90s.
Yeah, for those who don't know, so it's up. Like I say, he's been proven to stay healthy. He's getting bigger, stronger. So yeah, I loved it. He earned it, man. I mean, basically got him for 30 cents over a dollar because he only getting $12 million a year. You got guys getting 25, 30. So it was a good contract. So I mean, I loved it though. Like I said, he balled out and he took care of him.
Well, for me, I'm gonna say this. I'm still gonna say that I want the Ravens to always get another wide receiver. Not no slight on Rashad, but it's more like the
ones.
No, I'm just saying. But you already probably. No, what I'm saying is like the DeAndre Hopkins signing is a slap in the face. Come on, man. This 2 years. This 2 year, 3 year, too late. The reason why I said this, look at this, and just hear me out.
Smith at the age of 35. What are we talking about here?
Now who you say?
E. Smith. Same.
Now watch this. Now watch.
Better receiver.
I got you. Now watch what I'm going to say, and everything I'm going to say is Raven facts. Now, Steve Smith, when we got him, he was our number one guy. Let's call it what it is. He was the best wide receiver on our team.
Okay.
That right there, and he was still.
I got a rebuttal for that when you finish.
Steve Smith wasn't our best wide receiver?
Not.
I thought his numbers said that.
Yes, he was. That's not the
rebuttal. All right. So let me go back to my point. Besides Steve Smith, after Steve Smith, when we start signing these guys like Odell Beckham, Dez Bryant, and all these other guys, they just been getting packages. What I'm saying is that's what I think going to happen with DeAndre Hopkins. That's why I say 2 years, 3 years too late, where I would have loved for us to get DeAndre Hopkins when he was still doing at least a little bit of something. I think now he going to come in and get those little packages like a Dez Bryant. I mean, yeah, he probably going to have probably about 4 touchdowns and a couple catches. And I already know there are going to be Raven fans that's cool with that little contributing. But I don't know why people always get mad at me when I say, why not give Lamar Jackson what he need? I mean, I mean, what Lamar? What we going to do? Wait till Lamar Jackson is just a pocket quarterback and then start giving him the great wide receivers of all time? I mean, damn, is it fair to him? Go ahead. What you was going to rebuttal and say?
One, you just made my point. Steve Smith had to be the number one receiver, so he was called upon to do more. DeAndre Hopkins not going to be called upon to do more, and if so, he can. You just remember 2023, he had 1,000 yards with Ryan Tannehill and Will Levis throwing him the football. Let me say this one more time for the people in the back. Ryan Tannehill and Will Levis still with over 1,000 yards, 8 touchdowns.
With the Titans?
But yes, he did. Go put it up. You got to follow. He just was in the Super Bowl. The Chiefs scored 2 touchdowns. He was hurt mid-season, so he got traded. He had to fit in Mahomes and all them, and he did relatively well. He had a drop here and too. It's going to happen. But we all know Mahomes going to love going through the Kelsey no matter what. That's why Tyreek Hill wanted about it there. He even said it on his podcast. He's got to be butt-ass neck. He's going to wait for his boyfriend to get open. Verbatim. So, yeah, D-Hop definitely, man. Like I said, this is more of an Anquan Bolton signing. This is more Anquan Bolton, Steve Smith than Jeremy Maclin, Dez Bryant. No disrespect to them. They did what they could. Like I said, it was just a lot going on. Bad OCs. You know, they love Flacco, but he's not Lamar, feel me? But this is more so going to be Bolton, that tough possession guy. He's going to get like 600-700 yards out of him, like 7-8 touchdowns and big catches. Big-time catches. Like when it's 3rd and 5 and everything locked up, he's going to be able to go and snatch it up. Like I say, just in the Super Bowl and had 2 touchdowns. Played fairly well. So you know he got that chip on the shoulder. But yeah, see how Anquan Bolton, he didn't put up 1,500 yards here. He had that.
Anquan Bolton was our number 1 receiver.
Yeah, and he didn't put up 1,500. So I'm not going to expect.
But that's my point. That's the whole point of what I'm saying. When we got Anquan Bolton and Steve Smith, those guys were still dominant. Those guys were still fucking shit up. What I'm saying is, I'm a DeAndre Hopkins fan. What I'm saying is, he lost a step. He lost a step.
You ain't let me finish. You cut me straight off.
Go ahead.
Damn. Because you proving a nothing point. Like my thing, like I just said, one, they had Joe Flacco at quarterback. This is a 2-time MVP. He's way better. I don't give a fuck about the Super Bowl in 2012. That shit don't mean nothing to me. Fucking Trent Duff won the Super Bowl. Lamar's a way better quarterback. So now there's gonna be a better opportunity. If Anquan Bolton and them guys had Lamar throwing on the ball, they would have had 1,200 yards easy. DeAndre Hopkins is gonna be a good signing. And for us receivers, they might draft one next year. You never know. But right now you have Zay, Bateman, D-Hop. You got LeJohn Watson. You got Tyler Wise. You got 2-3 good tight ends and a running back. Like that's more than what 90% of the guys in the league got. The only person that probably got a little bit of a better offense at Arsenal, Cincinnati, and probably Philly. And maybe if you want to go with the Dolphins, that's it. But like I said, he has more than enough to get it done.
I'm not saying that, but the point that I'm really making is you're not going to say that this DeAndre Hopkins right now, you would rather take this one over the one that was fresh off of leaving Houston, about to go to Arizona.
Of course not, Maurice. But
that's my point, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Like saying, I wish I got $20,000 10 years ago. It don't matter. It's past tense. We got him now. We tried.
Hey, you already know the Ravens going to keep signing these old dudes instead of. You agree with me on it, but you a Ravens fan, so you gonna agree with them. But you know that you would like for one time for y'all to go out and draft a Calvin Johnson, or just go get one of them great wide receivers that's still young, not when he's 37 and 38.
I'm gonna say this, then we're gonna move on to our last.
Go ahead.
Did we not draft Zay Flowers? Did we not draft Rashad Bateman? Did we not draft Hollywood Brown?
And did you like that?
They first. We are not the Giants. We're gonna be picking top 5 and top 10. Now I gotta throw a jab at you. Just want to throw a jab.
Hold on. What they got to do with that?
Top 5 where we can get a Jamar Chase.
Hold on. Wait. I gotta add this in there. The Steelers have better wide receivers than the Ravens, and they don't even be having top 5 wide receivers.
And playoff game since Donald Trump got elected as president. So what we talking about here?
Oh my goodness. You just said that, and when I bring up the Steelers, they don't be having top wide receivers in the draft.
They develop them, but it don't translate to playoff wins. So I'd rather have the playoff win in contention to have a nigga go for 1,800 yards. And
you said it don't end up the playoff wins. That's crazy. Okay.
Home and my motherfucker had 1,800 yards and we home in January. What the fuck difference does it matter?
And I mean, and that makes it even worse where a dude ain't even reaching 1,000 and he home.
Zay Flowers went on for 1,000 yards. And
Zay Flowers did. We ain't talking about Zay Flowers. Besides the Zay Flowers, we already know the Ravens been bust at drafting wide receivers.
Nah, Bateman starting to turn around, so that's
I
valid.
will. I give you that. I will. So he had his best season right here. But to add to the point, I definitely like the signing of Rashad Bateman. The reason why I said that because I feel like Rashad Bateman would be the number 3, and you'll have a number 2 coming there, and they would take the pressure, and Rashad Bateman would go off even more. That's my whole point of what I'm saying. I'm not saying anything wrong about the Ravens at all, where I don't trust this and don't trust that. What I'm saying is I know if you had somebody else, Rashad Bateman would do even more work. The dude, I think Rashad Bateman was the slot receiver last year or something like that, and he had 9 touchdowns. He had 751 no, my bad. Hold on. Yeah, he had 751. So I just be thinking about that. Like, why not make them more versatile and this, that, and third? Like, you may think so. I don't even think y'all gonna keep Mark Andrews that long. I think he ready to be up out of there.
Because likely is the man. We can't hold him back. He definitely gone. Like, it is what it is with that.
And then what's the white boy name who was killing last year? I think number 80, the
Oh,
tight end.
Charlie Kolar. Yeah.
Yeah,
88.
so it's a wrap. But I like the signing overall. As I always say, Lamar Jackson, the best player in the league. I pick the Ravens to go to the Super Bowl every year. So, I mean, I like it. It's a good extension, and it's good that you ain't got to go late on. I love when people sign guys and don't go late and looking down the line. You feel me? To see if you're going to get somebody out of free agent. I like when you give the guy the money because it shows him that you want to be there. And 9 times out of 10, that guy going to play there because he's going to feel appreciated. So, I mean, I can see it. And people in Baltimore, they love Batman. All right, next up, final topic of the night. Give me your top 10 talk shows and hosts.
Number 1, gotta go Oprah.
Okay.
Number 2, Montel Jordan.
Mm.
Number 3,
You said
Jerry.
Montel Williams or Jordan?
Montel Williams. I'm sorry, Montel Jordan. This is how we do it. I'm sorry. Number 3, Jerry, the late great Jerry Springer.
Yes, sir.
4, Maury Povich.
Yes, sir. God damn. Okay.
5, Geraldo from the 80s. Number 6, Arsenio Hall.
Mm.
Number 7, just for that alone. So yeah, she's gonna definitely be. She basically separated herself from everybody. That was a great. Whoever came up with that deserve a bonus because I'll be like that. A lot of them be really good. So definitely Jennifer Hudson at 7, 8. Ricky Lake, and all that. Number 9. We can go with Jimmy Fallon. He holding it down doing his thing. And number 10, I'm gonna put them tied for 10. David Letterman and Jay Leno.
Oh, a tie? Damn, that's petty. I should make you choose one. Oh man. First of all, I don't know why they canceled this show, but I ain't gonna lie. Me and my grandmother was a fan of this show. Remember when Magic Johnson had his own show? Yeah, it's Magic. I ain't gonna lie. That was my shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Next up, of course, I gotta go 90s Ricky Lake. I definitely gotta go 90s Ricky Lake. Number 2, I'm gonna go something recent. I'm not gonna lie. I've been watching ESPN for the longest time. It went from Cold Pizza, the First Take, the Partner Interrupt, whatever. But I gotta fuck with Stephen A. Smith and First Take. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta give credit where it's due. Even though I may not agree with almost everything he say, he be on point.
I let it slide. I was trying to go non-sports with this, but I'll.
Oh, no, all right. My bad. I thought you said talk show, so I apologize.
Yeah, not ESPN sports shows, but
Okay. So Ricky Lake, Magic Johnson, First Take. Next up, down to me, this count because you're talking on the show. Judge Mathis. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
As they say in the court, I'll allow it.
Yeah, because I mean, basically, some of the same things that people be going through on talk shows, people be going through in real life. The only difference is you're showing them. You feel me? So I got that.
Show/talk show, but
Then they give you so give you actually what you want. Steve Wilco, that's probably one of my favorite. What's the name right now? I did probably watch every episode of Steve Wilco, even sometimes if it brings some pain watching it. Next up, Arsenio Hall, just like how you said. After that, I got Jerry Springer. After that, I got Montel Williams, of course. My mother used to love that bald head dude. I got Maury, and I think that's on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
No Oprah though, damn.
9. Huh?
No Oprah.
I'm gonna say Oprah. I'm gonna say Oprah for you.
Hey, that's the Michael Jordan of this shit. Like, I'm just saying.
Yeah. I'll say that. And then what the hell? It was another. Goddamn! It was an old show from back in the day.
For Geraldo?
No, it was a white lady who had a show.
Jenny Craig?
Was it Jenny Craig?
I think it was Jenny Craig. Yeah,
It was. I think it was.
lost
I
show.
think. Nah, Jenny Craig. Hold on. Hold on. I don't know. God damn it. Nah, it wasn't Jenny. It wasn't Jenny Craig. It wasn't Jenny Craig. I'm mad that I ain't got it right now. Hold up. Got it. I got it. I don't want to.
Just give me the
Oh, hold up. I'm gonna add Rosie O'Donnell in there. I gotta add. I remember that show. Oh, yo, remember my mother used to watch the show called Rolanda. Oh, wow. Hey, yo.
yeah, you taking it back. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really taking it back. Damn, Joan Rivers show. Damn, hold on. But nah. Hold up. Here
Oh,
you go. The Jenny Jones show. That's what, yeah.
Jones. Yeah. That was a good show.
So that's number 10, Jenny Jones. And she was on air from 91 to 2003. Oh my God.
Good one, man. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, that's mine.
Everybody, another great show. Sorry we missed y'all Tuesday. You know, life be life, but we'll y'all be here next Tuesday so we can recap games 4 and 5. Hopefully, we still. I'm gonna speak this as this. We're gonna be still playing. Unless some bullshit happen, we still be playing. Like I said, I think it's gonna go 7 like Maurice said. Pacers they came to play. I gotta give it to them. I kind of slept on them a little bit. But you know, overall good show. Enjoy the game Friday and Monday. You know, you gotta get a space time with travel. We're gonna talk about some wrestling because I'm we're gonna talk about that. We ain't talk about Money in the Bank, so we're gonna talk about that in the upcoming show.
Wrestling is getting interesting. I ain't gonna lie. I was hurt with Jay. I was hurt about Jay.
Yeah, we might got it back. So I ain't mad. So we'll talk Money. Yellow preview. Aaron Rodgers signed with the Steelers. We didn't get into that, so trust me, anybody. We going to cover the we just like to try to switch it up a little bit. Go ahead, Maurice, do your third this.
Man, as always, man, it's a pleasure doing this shit with Big Bro. I love it here. We doing it here. If you're looking for me, you can find me on Facebook. My name is Maurice Savage. But if you can't find me on Facebook, which I know you will, you can find me on Instagram, I_AM_the_the Pharaoh. It's me, baby. DB life or no life.
Everybody know what I'm about to say is great on the way to the figure eight, and always remember it's right there in the title. Hashtag KTSC. Keep that same energy. I'm your host, Justin P. From my main man, Myth the man, the myth, the legend. The villain or the vigilance, whichever you prefer. My guy Maurice Jr. Check him out Wednesdays. Him, Miss Cutie, got Jack Gaines. They be talking, great show. They be live in studios. Shop. Always share the videos so y'all can watch them on my stories and stuff like that and on my page. And we're gonna talk about Aaron Rodgers signing Pittsburgh. Recap Money in the Bank. Preview United Champions. NBA Finals, of course. So yeah, I'm always gonna add some stuff in there too. So we love y'all guys. Have a great weekend. We'll see y'all Tuesday.